Hello everyone. So we know that we are doing chapter linear equation from class 10th. So pair of linear equation, two variable. Till now we have understood what are linear equation. We have understood graphical method of solving linear equation and all the three condition on the basis of ratios of the coefficient. So on the basis of ratios of coefficient we can compare easily, or we can see that what kind of graphical nature we will have for any linear equation. So let us summarize these three conditions, what they have to say. So this is the graphical method of solving pair of linear equations. So in previous three lessons we have covered these three conditions when we can say that lines will be intersecting, or we can say they will be coinciding, or the condition of parallel lines. So we can compare the ratios of the coefficients, because we know that the standard condition or standard form of pair of linear equation is given as a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0, and for another is a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. So we can easily take the ratios of coefficients of these constant terms a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2 to see what kind of graphical representation we will have for the pair of linear equations. So we can clearly see in these example, for example here we have taken example x minus 2y equals to 0, and another equation is 3x plus 4y minus 20 equals to 0. So we have compared the coefficient, we have taken the ratio of a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2, where a1 is the coefficient of x, a2 is coefficient of x for the second equation. Similarly b1 is coefficient of y in the first equation, and b2 is coefficient of second equation, coefficient of y in second equation. And similarly c1 and c2 are the constant terms. So in first case c1 is given as 0, and in c2 it is minus 20. So what we have observed here, that a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. This is the sufficient condition for saying that lines will intersect. So in such cases where a1 upon a2's ratio is not equal to b1 upon b2 ratio, then we say that lines will be intersecting. And in such cases we have observed that graphical form of such equations is like this, that if this is the Cartesian plane, so we will have two equations, this type of graphical representation we have, and this is called intersecting form. So they have a common point of intersection, which is called unique solution for this. Similarly we have seen for coincident line and parallel line. In case of coincident line, when we can say that line will be coinciding with each other, or they will be overlapping, in this case the ratio of a1 upon a2 should be equals to b1 upon b2 should further equals to c1 upon c2. All the three ratios are equal to one another. In these cases, when these ratios are equal, we say that the graphical representation of linear equation will be a coincident type, that is they will overlap on one another. So this is, and this process is also further called dependent pair of linear equation. These equations are called dependent. We call these equations to be dependent because they are dependent on one another. They are represented as factor of another. So dependent equation, because we can easily see here in this equation, if we'll take 2 common, so the equation will be 2 will be common from the whole equation, so it will be 2x plus 3y minus 9 equals to 0, which is equal to the first equation in this case. So second equation is dependent on first equation because it is a multiple of 2, it is the 2 times of the previous equation. So now the third condition, which says that if a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is not equals to c1 upon c2. You can clearly see here, if you look at a1 upon a2, which is 1 by 2, it is not equals to minus 4 by minus 12, which is 1 by 3. It will be 1 by 3. So 1 by 2 is not equals to 1 by 3. Also 2 by 4, which is again 1 by 2, is not equals to 1 by 3. But a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2. In these cases, we say the representation or graphical representation of pair of linear equation will be parallel. And in case of parallel, we say that equations have no solution because they don't have any point in common. They won't intersect with each other. Hence, there will be no solution. So for better understanding, if you want to understand these three conditions in an elaborated form, you can watch our previous videos, which is available in part 1, part 2 and part 3 of graphical method of solving pair of linear equation. So that will give you a better understanding with experience of Desmos software, where you can see that how graph is being plotted and how they are intersecting or they are coinciding and if they are parallel or not. So for more understanding, go to our previous videos. You can have better understanding of this idea. Now from here, we are trying to understand the new concept which is associated with the solutions of linear equation, that is called consistency of the system of pair of linear equation. So what is consistency? Or we say that the system is consistent. There are two terms, consistent and inconsistent. So this lesson is more about understanding what is consistency of a pair of linear system of pair of linear equation and inconsistency. So if a pair of linear equation have a solution, then we say that the system of linear equation is consistent. So for being consistent, there must exist solution of pair of linear equation. But for being inconsistent, what we say that there should not be any solution. There should not be any solution. Or we can say it is a case of no solution. So if you compare the algebraic interpretation and this consistent and inconsistent concept, you can easily infer that in first case, when lines are intersecting and you have exactly one solution, then we can say it is consistent. Now look at the second condition, when lines are coinciding, when lines are overlapping. So there are many points in common which are nearly uncountable. So in such instances, we say that equation have infinitely many solutions. And when we are saying the infinitely many solution, it means again because solution is there, so we say this is also consistent. Now look at the last condition where there is no solution. In such cases, we say that the system is inconsistent. So now you can easily conclude that if lines are intersecting or coinciding, then the system is consistent, and if lines are parallel, then the system is inconsistent. So for intersecting, the line should be intersecting and coincident. So the two conditions are intersecting and coincident. But on the other hand, for the case of inconsistent, they should be parallel. Let us take one example to understand this. So we'll just have an example. So first of all, see the example, try to solve it, and then infer. So you are given with one pair of linear equation, which is 5x minus 3y is equals to 11 and minus 10x plus 6y equals to minus 22. You have been asked check whether the system of equation is consistent or inconsistent. Pause the video and try at your own. I hope you've tried. Now let's try to solve this. What we have to find out, let's figure out what is A1, what is B1 and what is C1. You can easily observe from equation 1 it is 5 in case of equation 1. A1 is 5 because it's coefficient of x. What about B1? B1 is coefficient of y, which is minus 3. And in case of C1 you can clearly see that constant term is 11. And what we have observed here, that constant term, both the constant term in case of equation 1 and in case of equation 2, both are on RHS. So we have to ensure before solving these questions or taking C1 or C2, we have to check whether both the C, that is both the constant terms, are either on an LHS side or on RHS side. We have to ensure it first before solving this. So now figuring out what is A2. A2 is minus 10, B2 is 6 and C2 is minus 22. So these are from equation 1. Now let us find out the ratios. So A1 upon A2 is equals to 5 upon minus 10, which is reduced and it will be minus 1 by 2. Now in case of B1 upon B2, you can clearly see minus 3 by 6, which is equals to minus 1 by 2 again. Now in case of C1 upon C2, we'll divide C1 by C2, where C1 is 11 and C2 is minus 22. So we'll cancel over, we'll again get minus 1 by 2. So interestingly, what we have observed here, A1 upon A2 is equals to B1 upon B2 is equals to C1 upon C2. Just go back to the table and see in case of A1 upon A2 is equals to B1 upon B2 when equals to C1 upon C2, the lines are said to be coincident and further they have infinitely many solutions, hence the system is consistent. So all the three conditions and all the three things are correlated. So as soon as you get this idea that ratios are equal, you can infer that the pair of linear equation will have coincident representation on graph. They will overlap, and finally, which we were asked to check whether it is consistent or inconsistent. So if they are coincident, therefore there are infinitely many solutions and the system has solution, therefore it is consistent. So you can answer three things just by observing the equation and taking out the ratios. So this was the interesting topic from your NCERT book, chapter 3, linear pairs of linear equation. Here we have understood what is consistency of a system of linear equation, how we can figure out just by observing the coefficients and the ratios of those coefficients. So I hope you have liked the video. Please do subscribe, share with your friends and come back for beautiful lessons of similar manner. Thank you all. Signing off, Mr. Maths. Meet again to find your X.